Today, this tutorial is explaining how to use the tech tool Quizizz. When you go to Quizizz, you would need to log in. I'm already logged in with my Google Gmail, which is the easiest way to me. So I'm just going to go ahead and start. So the first thing you're going to want to do is create a quiz. You're going to have to title your quiz. So we'll just say tutorial example. You can add a quiz image to help you identify what the quiz is. And so we'll just use the addition and subtraction for this one. English, you select the language you want it in, and then you'll click whether you want it public or private. And since this one's a silly quiz, we don't want anybody to see it, we'll just click private. So there are actually 3 ways that you can create a quiz in Quizizz. This first way is to upload from Excel. So you can click upload from file, and you can download the sample file to show you how to do this. So option question, so what color is the sky? Option 1 for the answer will say blue. Option 2, green, yellow, orange. And then since blue is the correct answer, it would be option 1. So for correct answer, you'll put 1. And how long we want them to have to answer the question, we'll put 30 seconds. So let's just say, what color is the grass? Once again, we'll do the same answers just to make this quick. Yellow, orange, and then we'll do blue, and then it's choice 2, and then 30 seconds. So you can file, and then you can save this, and then you go back and you can upload a file. So I made a sample one already. I'll go ahead and insert that one to show you when it's several questions. I had 5, and it successfully added 5 questions. So as you can see, it added these questions with the answer choices and which one was correct on my quizzes. So that's a good way to do it. If you don't have internet access, you can do it on Excel and then upload it later. The second way is to create your own question by saying, what is today's date? And then you add your options. You have to have an option 1 and option 2. Option 3 and 4 are optional. So let's just say Thursday, Friday. We just want to have 2. We just want to have 2. Today is Thursday. You can also add an image. So if you can click and upload, and then you can put a dog and click open. And so you can take and you can say, what animal is this? And then you could put dog, cat, or cow. And so then just it's the dog. And so then you would so now you have an image if you want to. So then if you want to add another question, you can just type another question. So and if you want to delete a question like this popped up and that wasn't a question, you just click the garbage can and then you click delete. So the third way to add questions to your quizzes is to search for them. So you can steal questions from other quizzes. So let's say I want to learn about fractions. I Google fractions in my bar. What fraction is shaded? So you don't have to add every question. You can pick and choose. So let's say I like 6 and I like 8, but I don't like anything else. And then say you need to switch topics. You can always look up something different. So look up animals. And then it also shows you right here the grade level. So if I'm K or 1, K through 4, I don't want to pick a 6th grade standard. It's the quiz. It's not going to match my students. I don't want to pick university. So I'm going to click 1 and 2 because it matches mine. And I like several of these. I'm just going to scroll through and add them to my quiz. So then once you have all the questions you want in your quiz, you're going to go and click finish. And then it tells you something. So I didn't have 7 complete, so I need to complete it. So I just want to delete it so that it's not in my way. And then now I'll click finish. It'll ask you to select a grade range. Like I said, we're going to do 1 to 3. You'll click subjects. Since this one's a funny one, we'll just click fun. It doesn't have a real standard or subject, and then we'll finish and create quiz. So now you move on to actually playing the quiz live or as homework. So to play it live, you just click play live. You choose your question settings, whether it's going to shuffle questions and answers, show the answers, or review. Where students get more points for time. I don't like that, so I'm going to just click that, and I don't want music playing. Then I'll select what meme set I want. Then I click proceed. It gives you a URL and a code for your students. So I'm going to show you the view from both teachers and students. So if I was a student, I would go to Quiz. I would enter the code, type in my name, and join the game. And it'll assign me an avatar. And so now that it shows I'm waiting for the game to be started, the game actually won't start until the teacher starts it. So going back to the teacher view, it starts to show you what troops are in. Of course, this will only have one because I'm the only one that joined. But when you had a class, it would show you. So if you had 22 students, only 18 were joined, you knew you were waiting for 4 more. So once all your students are joined, you'll click Start Game. And then it starts. And so it shows you what questions are right and wrong. So for a student, it gives you live updates. So the first question asks the student, what is today? So they click Thursday. They got it right. It shows them a meme in their rank. And then on the teacher's side, it shows you that one question is correct. So then for the second question, what animal is this? If you click hippo, of course, that's wrong, 0 points. It shows them a wrong meme. And on the teacher's side, it shows you that one question was answered wrong. So we're just going to go ahead and end this game. I just wanted to show you how you use a quiz. So the second way to do it is to use it as homework. So we'll click play again. Homework, you can pick a date, a time it's due, and then it'll show you how long students have. You can also, once again, do your question settings. And now it's a running assignment. It shows you the deadline, gives you a game code. A really cool thing about Quizizz, if you use Google Classroom, you don't need a code. You can assign it to students through Google Classroom. So that's one of the reasons a lot of people like Quizizz as a quizzing website. So the next thing you can do is look at your reports. You can actually download them. So let's see, I made a quiz, made my friends take it to give you the report. So I'm going to click download report. It's going to make it into an Excel document that I can open up, and it gives me my students' progress, which ones they got wrong, how many points they scored. So it gives you a overall and individual report for your classroom, which is really great for keeping records. The next thing is you can create meme sets for your students to add to. You can create collections. You can do Dolch words, for example. I added this one, and so you can search and add that. So let me show you how to make a collection. So say I searched animals. We're going to do a lesson on nocturnal animals. And so let's look up I want to look up a bat. Well, if it'll load. So let's see, bats. It'll show me bats, and so I can say, oh, I want to add this quiz to my collection. I can click nocturnal animals, or I can create a new one. And that way, it's a great way to organize folders. You can have several quizzes. You can use this to give to students or as a review. So if they're not sure, they can go in here and just do some extra practice. So that's really good for your students. One of the last things is if you want to look at your quizzes, like I said, I made this one. This was a silly quiz. I didn't really want to keep it, so I wanted to delete it. You just click it and you just delete. Are you sure you want to delete this quiz? Yes, delete. And then for as far as printing one and making a worksheet, you just click print and it pulls up the worksheet. And then you can print it and give it to your students. And that's about it. Use Quizizz to get your worksheets, to get your quizzes done, to keep your records. It's an awesome website, and I hope you enjoyed this tutorial.